If you're a mid-level to C-suite leader who wants to own your growth and figure out your next small, brave move to achieve your leadership goals, you are in the right place. Welcome to the Small Brave Moves podcast, a weekly deep dive on how to be braver in leadership and in life for exceptional results. I'm your host, Nicole Bianchi, best-selling author, certified master executive coach, NSA certified speaking professional, chief bravery officer, and tough talk expert. If you're ready to become a better, braver, and more authentic leader, let's dive in. Hello, friends and brave leaders. Welcome back to Small Brave Moves, the podcast where we trade perfection for courage and discuss what it really takes to lead in today's world. I'm your host, Nicole Bianchi, and today we're digging into a topic I deal with all the time from the high-performing, high-achieving, high-capacity leaders I work with. And that is not asking for help when they need it. Listen, asking for help feels vulnerable. It pokes at our pride, it nudges our insecurities, and it whispers, shouldn't you already know this? But when you're a leader, you've worked hard to build this trust, you've earned your position, and you feel the pressure to have it together always. So instead of asking for help, we power through, overfunction, pretend we're fine, smile in meetings, and quietly spiral afterwards. Does this sound familiar? Here's the truth. We avoid asking for help because of fear. Fear of being judged, fear of looking weak, fear of letting someone down, fear of admitting we can't do it all. And here's what the fear doesn't tell you. When you don't ask for help, your team doesn't see strength, they see disconnection. When you shoulder everything alone, you unintentionally create distance. And when you never say, hey, I need support, others stop offering it. We think self-reliance makes us strong, and sometimes it just makes us isolated. Now, flip the script for a second. What happens when you do ask for help? Research indicates that 76% of executives admit they rarely seek help from colleagues or mentors. However, leaders who actively seek input report 40% higher team engagement scores. The same study also shows that leaders who demonstrate vulnerability see a 67% increase in team trust, and that leaders who seek help proactively experience 45% fewer project delays and improve strategic outcomes by 38%. So these statistics underscore the importance of cultivating a culture where seeking help is viewed as a strength rather than a weakness. When leaders aren't afraid to ask for help, they model vulnerability in action. They open the door to honest dialogue. They create a culture of shared ownership, not silent burnout. And brace yourself for this one. They often get exactly what they need. I once worked with a leader who admitted that asking her team for help felt like handing over control. Yet when she finally did it, asking for ideas, support, and clarity on a challenge, her team lit up. They didn't see weakness, they saw bravery, and they didn't hesitate to rise. That brings us to one of the 5 tough talks, which you may or may not know is my framework for transformative workplace communication. The second of the 5 tough talks is the ask. And it's exactly what it sounds like, except it's so much more than that. The ask isn't a plea for help. It's a bold, clear, intentional request that fuels alignment, trust, and connection. Here's what the ask can sound like. I need support in hitting the deadline. Who has capacity to help brainstorm with me? I'm struggling with clarity. Can you walk me through how you'd approach this? I'm asking for your feedback because your insight always helps me grow. I need to know you're with me on this. Can you let me know if we're aligned? I'm asking for acknowledgement. This work has taken a lot out of me, and I just need a little recognition today. Do you see how human this is? It's not needy, it's not desperate, it's brave, it's clear, and it's real. Here's how to begin step by brave step. Number 1, notice the resistance. When something feels heavy or confusing, pause and ask yourself, what do I really need here? Awareness is everything. Number 2, name the need. Is it support, clarity, encouragement, ideas, permission, accountability? Be honest with yourself and then get specific with others. Number 3, make the ask. Direct, and respectfully. You don't need to overexplain, apologize, or downplay it. Say it plainly and say it with heart. Number 4, normalize asking on your team. When you ask for help, you give others permission to do the same. And that's how cultures of collaboration are built, one brave ask at a time. Let me tell you, when leaders start using this muscle, everything shifts. I've seen leaders go from carrying it all alone to collaborating with ease. I've watched teams stop waiting for direction and start owning solutions because their leader invited them in. And I've seen exhausted, high-achieving professionals soften because for the first time, they realized they didn't have to white-knuckle their way through everything. And the beautiful thing is, the ask isn't a one and done. It's a practice, one that gets easier, stronger, and more transformational over time. So let me ask you, brave leader, what are you carrying that's too heavy to carry alone? And would you change if you were brave enough to ask for what you need? Your team doesn't need you to be perfect. They need you to be present. They need you to be real. They need to know it's okay to need others. And it starts with you. The ask is a small, brave move. And the ripple effect, well, it's massive. And you're ready to go deeper with this work to build your confidence, your communication, and your leadership courage. And I invite you to check out the 5 Tough Talks online course. Inside, we break down every conversation that drives performance, trust, and alignment, including the ask. You'll get a proven framework, practical scripts, and conversation starters, and tools that transform your team from good to great. You can enroll as an individual leader or as a team. When you do it as a team, you create this shared language and this culture of having brave conversations together. It's one of the most powerful investments you can make in your leadership and in yourself. Check out the show notes to learn more. If today's episode sparks something for you and you'd love to send it to another leader in your life who might be carrying too much right now, a quick, hey, I thought of you could be the nudge they need to make their own brave ask. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, leave a rating, write a quick review. Your support helps get the message into more hearts, minds, and workplaces. Until next time, remember, asking for help isn't weakness. It's communication, it's leadership, and it's brave. Talk soon, my friends. Until then, keep making those small, brave moves. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Small Brave Moves podcast. If you're wanting to take this work even deeper, I'm here to help. From engaging in inspirational keynote speeches to transformational coaching and workshops for leaders and teams, page-turning books, online courses, and enlightening leadership development retreats. There are so many ways that we can work together to take your leadership to the next level. For more information, check out the show notes, and let's do this together, one small brave move at a time. See you next week.